So I know what you're thinking. I'm already slacking on the daily uploads. I know. Shame on me. I'm trying to get a habit down. I'm trying to get, a routine down. But slowly but surely we'll get there for sure. But still no excuse though. I can still tighten up on that. Actually, matter of fact, yesterday I you know what? I'll shame myself, even though I just said shame on me, but I'll shame myself. I didn't do my cardio yesterday. I know, big deal. Extremely big deal. I fucked up. I'm sorry. And I'm not, these aren't excuses, okay? So I'm not making excuses, but, it was just, the weather was bad yesterday, that's not a reason, I know. But, also my legs were a little sore from, the leg day I did. It wasn't even a leg day, but it was finally some stimulation of my legs, to finally do something. So just that little bit made me sore, but that's because my quads and my hamstrings hadn't felt anything in fucking months. So yeah, damn right they're gonna be sore. They still are to a degree. Damn, people are going crazy. But yeah, that's besides the point. I still should have made my ass go to the gym, honestly. And if not that, I should have been on the recumbent bike, because that one I wouldn't. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to maintain, I guess you could say. But that's besides the point. Yesterday I did happen to go to my orthopedics for my shoulders, and actually was a pretty freaking good visit, not gonna lie. So physical therapy is in session, baby. I will be starting physical therapy pretty soon. And then also for, long term, to figure out like what exactly is going on, I will be getting into, or I'll be doing an MRI too. Now I have done an MRI before, but I was just on my left shoulder, so this one's gonna be on my right. I mean, both shoulders are pretty messed up, but maybe the right shoulder will come up with something different, possibly. Who knows? They're supposed to be injecting it. He said they're supposed to be injecting it with a dye, so that way, like any sort of like muscle tears that like weren't coming up, they'll show up this time around. So hopefully something comes up so that they can like actually like properly check it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to it. I'm real excited to actually get some movement going, get the ball rolling on this, because boy, like I am, every day I'm making these videos, I'm just like itching to just lift again, just anything at this point, dude. I am just waiting, bro. So but I'm extremely excited. And along with that, I actually talked to my boss today about swapping on over to night shift. Dude, there is hella cars out, bro. What in the world? Well, it's kind of late too, actually. I am kind of doing my cardio a little later than I would have liked to, but I was actually editing. Fuck, man, what the fuck? That shit came out of nowhere. It's like I get some momentum going, and all of a sudden we just come to a complete fucking stop. That shit threw me off. I would have gotten there earlier, but I was off editing today's video, which usually I'm trying to do it in a day. I need to get into the routine of doing it a day in advance, and then just scheduling it. That way I don't have to worry about it. But like I said, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, for sure. Just give me some time to cook up, and these videos will have a better routine going. But yeah, on the topic of my boss and stuff, yeah, I talked to him, and I talked to him about night shift, you know, going back to night shift, and bro seems like super chill about it. I'm like, word? I wasn't expecting that. So so in the near future, I think I will be swapping over. And I figure that'll just be better, just because like it'll just make so much more sense for the gym. Now I know like it sounds crazy, because back when I was on night shift before, you know, I was waking up in the morning. I was waking up at 8 o'clock, and I was getting ideally to the gym between 10 and 10:30. And I still had to rush home and cook me some food and still get to work by like 2 o'clock. And now I managed to do that like every fucking day. I was doing that shit, and on my bike at that too. Did I say that part? I was on my bike doing that shit. So, and was I in school? Okay, I was working out in school, but I didn't have that routine down when I was in school. But that's besides the point. I was still working though, and going to school and working out. But nah. Excuse me. Fuck. It'll just be so much more beneficial, I think, if I start on night shift, and when I get off of work, just go to the gym from there. Obviously go home and, you know, do my shit or whatever, but that just makes far more sense to me, because that way I got the whole morning. I can get my cardio out of the way in the morning, and then still go to work. I can get, you know, I can still get a day's worth of food in, you know, and not really be, you know, tripping about it for real. So it makes sense in my head, because like for me, like back when I was consistent in the gym, and I was going in the morning, while I made it work for me, and it did work, you know, I was making okay progress and stuff. I found going to the gym later in the day to just be so, like, I just preferred it so much more. And it's like hurting me, because I've never really gotten to properly utilize that to my fullest potential. The rec center I was going to, let's see, they closed at like fucking like 8, I think like 8 o'clock at night, 7 or 8. And then on weekends, they closed at fucking 5 o'clock, bro. So if I was getting off of work, you know, and it being morning shift, and if I was getting off of work, dude, I had to fucking rush there, bro. Like, dude, so that shit was not really ideal. But Planet Fitness, 24/7, very, very, you know, convenient. However, my ass is morning shift, so I get fucking tired. Like, I'm a damn grandpa, bro. So I'm over here getting tired at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, bro. Now, granted, if I go to night shift, you know, that whole thing will shift for me, and I'll just have to just get used to that, which is, yeah, fine. I did do the same thing with morning shift. But no, but the whole reason I prefer, like, I'd want to lift later, at least later in the day, or, you know, talking about this, like at night, is because, bro, to me, like going off of history for myself, you know, when I've lifted later in the day and I've had a full day to get like food in, be hydrated, all of that, bro, dude, the lifts are so much better because of that, bro. They are so much fucking better because of that shit, dude. You're stronger, you're more agile, you're just on top of your game, bro, like crazy, man. And it is such a game changer, bro. Like 100%, man. And I fucking love it. I love it. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, that's not to say like there's a gigantic difference, you know, versus like working out in the morning and not having as much food in. But I'd still say there's a noticeable amount of difference. I'd say like you're able to like lift probably a certain percentage more. You can go harder on your sets without overexerting yourself. You know, you're able to kind of, like I said, push yourself more. You're able to do a whole lot more. I would rather do a set of squats on a full day of eating rather than first thing in the morning when all I've had is a fucking protein shake and maybe like a Powerade and like a little bit of water. But like, yeah, it just makes more sense. You're going to excel way and perform way better if you're just have a full day of eating, you know. So that's just how I think. I mean, I really don't think there's really much of an argument there, to be like quite honest. I mean, I don't see how you necessarily like really could argue that. I mean, it's just facts. I mean, shit. But anyways, I'm gonna get this cardio knocked out because yeah, get the shit out of the way. I did come prepared this time because my ass be hungry after this, because last time I ate like a sufficient meal was during my break at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I mean, what have I eaten today? I don't remember actually. But I'm not like super starving right now, but I know as soon as I'm done with this shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all, I am freaking just, I could just eat a buffet right now. But I got a protein shake, so I came prepared. So that way I can munch on this. I can drink on this when I on my way back. So that way I'm not gonna be crying, you know, and I won't be tempted too much by outside sources, Moe's, Chipotle, Wendy's, you know. So anyways, let me go take care of this real quick, and I'll catch y'all in the meantime. All right, cardio has been accomplished. Actually, one of my better cardio sessions, which I know sounds crazy. I was like, oh, it's just cardio, bro. But no, I don't particularly try to like overwork myself on cardio, but at the same time, I'm also like challenging myself to, you know, do better, if you feel me. But now usually I mean, I know like every machine kind of like varies, so I know it's different. But nah, so what do you call it? I do about, well, I kind of warm up a little bit on them. I up until about like level 5. This is at Planet Fitness, the Planet Fitness Stairmasters. And I don't know if like, I assume all the Planet Fitness Stairmasters are generally about the same. But in case they're not, the ones that I use, level 5 to kind of like warm up with, and then I jump into I like to go for about, not level 8, I guess, and intensity 8, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm calling it level 8. I know it sounds kind of small brained, but you know, hey, whatever. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. That's all that matters at the end of the day. But today, nah, bro, I was doing damn level 10 for a lot of that shit, man. And you know, hey, if you're watching this and you're like, man, level 10, that's not shit, good for you. Genuinely, I'm not like talking shit, like honestly, good for you. Like that's great, you know. We all got to start somewhere, and I have never been someone for very cardio. I'm not very much of a cardio enthusiast. I do advocate that you do it though, and there is a part of me, and I do enjoy it to an extent. Like, you know, I enjoy, like, you know, accomplishing it and knowing that I did it, even though it's not like necessarily the hardest thing. I'd say the hardest thing is getting your ass up and getting there in the first place. And it's like I've said before, I have a whole bike at my house I can use, but I just prefer the stair climber. I just like being in the gym environment anyway. I mean, it's like the whole argument of working out at home versus at the gym. I used to be someone that I fucking loved working out at my house. I had a whole routine I did. I had a whole, like, our shed, I dedicated that whole area to weightlifting. But honestly, I kind of prefer just lift. I kind of just would, we tried, the shed wasn't like the biggest thing ever. It was able to like hold all the stuff and whatnot, but yeah, in no way was it like really like, you know, properly sufficient or whatever. You could do some stuff in there, but I ended up just taking everything out and just bringing it to the backyard on the patio, and that was fine. It was a little extra work, you know, but I mean, with the little amount of space that was in the shed, yeah, it worked out. But then I don't even remember when it was, and I first started like actually going to the gym itself. But you know what? I think it was one day after school. I'm pretty sure. Was it? I don't remember, man. It was either one day after school. It had to have been after school, because that's when I started going a whole lot, was after school. But yeah, it actually was. I kind of semi-remember the day. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in there and just, you know, fuck around. And that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was like one of the most like most scared I had been for like really anything in a while, because, and I think it's intimidating for really anybody, because, you know, you've never really been to a gym before. I'd been to like maybe like, not including my school gym, I'd probably been to like maybe 2 dedicated gyms. And actually I think I only went to 1. I'm just saying 2 just in case I'm missing any, but I'll just say 1. And I was with my friend, and he was a freaking expert. He knew everything what to do, and this was like a whole year prior, or 2 years prior to like when I first started working out, and he just knew everything. Oh my god, I ended up fucking throwing up after that, dude. I was cooked, bro. But I still fucking enjoyed it, bro. I wish I had took it more seriously back then too. But you know, here we are now. You know, we're all here for a reason, and the circumstances in our life for a specific reason. But man, I am so glad it's not fucking raining, dude. Like, it was raining earlier, bro, but it is actually nice. It's nice when the sun's going down. Yeah, perfect timing. But I think tomorrow's supposed to be nice, so at least you'll get like a nice little view when I'm recording. But no, man. What was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, the at home versus in the gym. It's gonna vary. I think there's really no right answer. I mean, if you're more comfortable at home, that's fine. I think that's like the biggest takeaway, is like your comfortability when you're at home versus at the gym. Because like that's like the number one thing that's on everybody's mind, is, oh, everybody's looking at me and yada yada yada. And in reality, nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Like, genuinely, nobody gives a shit. You know, and if by some 1% chance, say someone actually does give a fuck, what are the odds they're gonna actually come up to you and say something? What are the odds they're even like thinking like they're joking you? You know, I guarantee you, like, every person that's like consistently going to the gym, they have gone through some shit, like 100%. They are at the gym for a particular reason. I'm not saying that like you have to go through some traumatic type shit to go to the gym. Like, you can straight up go to the gym to want to better yourself, and that's like 99% of why people go anyway. But most people are probably at the gym because they've gone through some shit, whether that's just like a struggle in life. They, you know, were joked their whole life for being fat. They going through a breakup, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, they're there for a reason. So I guarantee you, like, everybody in there, they didn't just wake up one day and just automatically look like they were fucking just ripped out the wazoo. Like, no, everybody's going on their fucking journey, you know. So don't be fucking discouraged. Like, if you see, you know, someone that's like just way, just, you know, whatever, more than you know, it's okay. And you see that the camera didn't fucking fall. Awesome. I was kind of zooming into that turn, but it was a dude that was riding my ass, and yeah, I wasn't trying to start no feud. But yeah, overall, man, everybody's in there for, you know, a particular reason. And, you know, don't be discouraged if, you know, you're having trouble, you know, building up that courage to go or whatever. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm gonna get cooking, and that's about it. Good little session. We're getting closer and closer to actually recording some lifts, hopefully soon. But yeah, anyways, guys, remember to lift heavy, go hard. Wait, what did I say? Fuck, is it? Go hard, lift heavy, and do your cardio. Talk to y'all later.